There are some mistakes that I did when I was pursuing my CMA or when I was preparing for my Certified Management Accountant exams, right? And in this episode, we're going to talk about the mistakes that I did, and I don't want you to repeat those mistakes, and I don't want you to even encounter these mistakes. So, yeah, this episode is going to about these four mistakes, right? So, um, I want you to, I want your CMA journey to be better than mine, and I want your CMA journey to be better than most people. This video is going to help you to make your CMA journey better. Okay, so starting with my mistakes, I think the number one mistake that I did when I was preparing for my US CMA exams, it was actually my inconsistency. How does that? What does that mean? So the thing is, I was consistent when preparing for my part one, and but due to COVID, it actually got a little bit messier. So that resulted in the delay of me taking the CMA exam part 1. But speaking of part 2, I thought of quitting my CMA journey. After clearing my part 1, I don't know, but I kind of lost my interest in CMA. I thought like this is not my thing anymore. Whatever that means, or whatever that meant at that time. So I thought I should quit it, and I wasn't studying. All of my friends started studying, attending lectures, but I wasn't studying. So, but nevertheless, I had nothing going on with me at that time. So I thought, let's continue with the CMA studies. So I started studying with CMA this part two, but I was inconsistent. Some days I was studying, some days I wasn't. Some days I was reading, and some days I was just taking breaks. Some days I wasn't. I was practicing, and the other day I wasn't doing nothing at all. But all of this inconsistency resulted in a huge accumulation of time period, which got a little bit bigger than it should have been. So I found out that the time that I have invested is more than it should have been, and that is due to my inconsistency and lack of focus when I was preparing for my part 2. So number one mistake was inconsistency. If now I look back and realize, I think I could have done it in significantly lesser time than what I truly took, the amount of time that I actually took to complete my both parts of CMA exam, right? So number one mistake, inconsistency. Let's talk about number two mistake. Number two mistake is not watching video lectures. When I was preparing for my part one, I watched some of the video lectures, and I won't truly, honestly, I think Varun Jain's video lectures are good. He is a great teacher. But what interests me more is reading and understanding. So I watched some videos when preparing for part 1, and I watched none of the videos. Not Varun Jain. It wasn't like I didn't watch Varun Jain's video, but I didn't watch any videos related to part 2 whatsoever of any teacher. All I did, I was just reading from the books and understanding the concepts because I like this approach. But I understood one thing, and I realized it now, that reading through the books actually takes more time to understand, and the shortcut method, the efficient method is to watch video lectures and understand the concepts. That actually requires lesser time to understand the concepts, and when you're understanding the concepts in less time, you can invest more of your time in practicing questions, right? So second mistake was not watching video lectures. So my part 2 again could have completed in lesser time, but due to not watching video lectures, it took more time. This was my second mistake when preparing for my CMA exam. Okay, now let's talk about third mistake. Third mistake was not having a study partner. I have had not just one partner but 3 to 4 partners when preparing for my part 1. And for my part 2, I had none. I had nobody to discuss my doubts with, but again, like, I used to share my questions or doubts in the group of in a WhatsApp group of my friends, and but not a committed study partner. I hope you can understand what does a study partner mean here is. So I had no one when preparing for my part 2. It was just me. And I'm not saying that it's bad, it's not bad, but actually having a study partner helps a lot. It helps you to be consistent, it helps you to be motivated, and there's a little spark of competition that helps you a lot to do better. It is helpful to have someone who is on the same path as you are to reach that destination. So yeah, not having a study partner, that's my third mistake. Again, all of these mistakes are concerned with my part 2 preparation. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, this was my third mistake, and let's talk about fourth mistake in the preparation of my CMA exams or my CMA journey was. So this fourth mistake is jumping between the test banks. When I was preparing for my CMA part 1, I started my practicing questions with Wiley Online Test Bank, and one of my friend told me, bro, that there are multiple test banks. I was like, what? He said, yes, Wiley is just one company. We have Hawk, we have Climb, we have Surgeon, we have all of these companies providing different CMA questions. So I was like, okay, bring it on. I didn't completed my Wiley and I jumped onto Hawk, practicing Hawk. And this is really bad approach. This makes your preparation messy, less organized, and less structured. I don't suggest you to go this way. I suggest you, if you want to practice more than one online test bank, that's a good approach. That just increases the chances of you clearing the CMA exam. But again, if you want to practice more than one online test bank, first of all, complete one online test bank, then jump on to another. Don't make this mistake that I did. What I did, I didn't completed my Wiley and I jumped on to Hawk. And what I realized that this just makes your preparation and conceptual clarity and practicing questions little bit of creates a little bit of confusion. I when I encountered this mistake when I was preparing for my part 1, and I learned from this mistake, and I followed and tried my CMA part 2 preparation, tried to make it more structured and organized. So when preparing for part 2, what I did is I completed Wiley Online Test Bank and then jumped on to Gleim Online Test Bank. I was very focused. I just wanted to do Gleim because I know Gleim is so much better than Wiley. So yeah, this is what I did, and these were some of the mistakes that I did during my CMA journey or while preparing for my CMA exams. Okay, I don't want you to repeat these mistakes, so I have made this video so you can learn from my mistakes and make your CMA journey so much better than mine and most people. Okay, now if this video helped you, I would really appreciate if you give a thumbs up to this video and share this video with your study partner. For if you have any doubt regarding certified management accountant program, you can comment down below and let me know if there's any way I can help. And I see a lot of you people messaging me on Instagram. I'm not active on Instagram anymore, so if the only way to communicate your doubts, your queries is you commenting below. Okay, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. If you are new here, you can subscribe to the CMA show. I will keep on bringing valuable certified management accountant content to you all to help you all to pass the CMA exam with flying colors. Okay, thank you so much for watching.